What is happening? Okay, so I think we all know that this was probably going to start happening. Well, I wasn't sure. It was one of those things when I saw the headline, I was like, oh yeah. How do you think about that? With something this broken, people are bound to be angry enough to have Sony give them a refund. See what it says here. Sony has begun refunding unhappy Cyberpunk 2077 fans playing on PS4. Sony is reportedly refunding Cyberpunk 2077 players unhappy with the game's performance on PS4, even past the typical 2-hour play limit time. A quick glance at the hashtag Cyberpunk 2077 exemplifies the type of performance issues and crashes players are experiencing. But base PS4 players, in particular, seem most affected, as detailed in Digital Foundry's analysis that discuss the exceptionally poor performance on the PS4 and Xbox One. I did see that video. I make it my business to watch all of Digital Foundry's videos now. I had to file a support claim online and sit on hold for over an hour to speak with someone. However, they were quick to issue a refund and delete the game off my library, a player revealed on Reddit. The post also alleged that Sony was issuing a business complaint to CDPR about the issues. But at the time of writing, there's no confirmation of this claim. I like one of them passing the buck issues. Although, I don't know their business dealings. I don't know if Sony was like, damn it, release it! Or if they're like, yeah, I'm not ready, No, release it anyway! Or if it was like, hey, is it ready? Of course it is. Of course it's ready. Release it, Sony. I don't know what's going on, So it says here, not all have been so lucky though. While it appears some refunds have been secured, others are being denied. The OP later returned to the thread to confirm that they had already removed the game from their PS4, deleted their save data, and dealt with customer service in a calm, professional manner. As West reportedly said this week, CD Projekt shares slumped after reviews of the game suggest Cyberpunk may not end up with a sky-high Metascore. While the PC version of Cyberpunk has a 90 Metascore on Metacritic, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions of the game, which have been heavily criticized for performance issues, do not have a Metascore. The PS4 version has a user score of 2.7 and Xbox One 3.5. CD Projekt bosses have told staff they will get their full bonuses despite Cyberpunk 2077's buggy launch. Executives reportedly have taken responsibility of the state of the game at release. Very interesting, very responsible. CD Projekt has also come under fire for its use of crunch during the development of Cyberpunk. In September 2020, CD Projekt told employees it would require them to work 6-day weeks until the game's November launch. It was subsequently delayed to December, breaking a previous promise not to force compulsory overtime and finish the project. I'll tell you this. I've always told you guys this, especially if you watch my political videos on my main channel, you know that just because something has been part of your industry or a practice in your industry or some sort of tradition in your industry, whether something also politically is a law in a country, a practice in a country, protocol for law enforcement. All these things do not mean that they are right. It doesn't mean they are morally right. It doesn't mean they are morally correct. If something is just part of the rule book or just part of protocol or even law, it still doesn't mean it's Correct? So, once I started to hear more about crunch in the business, I didn't like it. I've looked at several different videos on business models for different industries, and I know that there is a way to have the owners and the employees be happy with certain things in a business. It can be hashed out as long as people aren't too greedy on either side or, want unfair treatment on either side, whether that's, more. Usually when people think of unfair treatment, they think of a person getting less. Sometimes it's a person wanting more, you know what I mean? So, I don't think crunch is good. There's just nothing wrong with a little bit of pressure, even a lot of pressure sometimes, depending on the industry that you're in. But too much can really break people. It can really break people, and that's not a good thing just for money. So, post comments down below. Let me know what you think. This is probably going to continue to happen. Get people getting their refunds, and they shouldn't have released it. We all know this. They shouldn't have released it. They shouldn't have released it. They shouldn't have released it. They should not have released it. I have different opinions about the new systems because, only my issues were streaming, you know what I mean, for the most part. And I haven't had any other issues playing on PS5 since everything got fixed, so I'm good. Post comments down below, let me know what you think, though. 10 million subscribers.